Ohayou gozaimasu, and welcome to Wednesday's wrap-up / Noteworthy News. Yeah, still playing with the title. You can do the thing in the comment section to tell me a better idea, or just complain about it. But on to the first topic, NFTs. This is the legally required news story about NFTs that all YouTube news shows have to touch on. If you want to know what an NFT is, they are either a blight on the planet destroying resources or the future of the web and finance. Just walk outside and say NFT 3 times and you will be told what you should think in just a few seconds. These non-fungible tokens are created using the blockchain to offer digital proof of ownership of said token, which the token cannot be duplicated. Hey. Do not go right-clicking and downloading things now. That's not really the point. The point to bring up is where NFTs are showing up, and I want to go over game publishers. We have companies like Ubisoft, known for open-world games like Assassin's Creed, Watch_Dogs, and a toxic company built on abuse, Konami, known for needing to fuck off, and Square Enix, known for... Each of these publishers have put some interest into using NFTs for one reason or another. Ubisoft has added Ubisoft Quartz to Ghost Recon that allows a user to customize and have ownership over in-game items, which is something never before done. Team Fortress 2. Excuse me. Ubisoft's implementation has been so odd that even their own employees don't understand it, and so they sent their own employees Quartz to help them understand it. They still do not understand it. Now, Konami is doing what Konami does best. Beating their old IPs like a dead horse for money, and selling Konami Memorial NFTs of classic images such as Castlevania. Now, I'm not going to say you can right-click and download image on these and get the same exact thing for free, but you should archive everything Konami makes, because look what they did to PT. We're going to be talking about Square Enix, and in advance I'm going to apologize for not saying anyone's name, because I butcher Japanese names, and I know this, I lived there. So finally moving on to Square Enix, which has given people whiplash within the company. The president has stated in a New Year's letter from the president, had a bunch of mumbo-jumbo, that they said they are looking to use NFTs in the future. Now this is in contrast with the director and producer of Final Fantasy XIV, and said they have no plans on bringing NFTs to Final Fantasy XIV, and not to worry. Which makes me worry that they're bringing NFTs to Final Fantasy XI, the other Final Fantasy MMORPG, and they can do that over my dead Mithra body. Which brings up the point of management saying one thing, and developers saying another thing, and whenever you get that, guess which side wins? The developers. No, it's always management. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy XIV, one known player is Gabe Newell of Valve. Now, I'm just going to directly quote Gaben and let him say what his thoughts are. Or maybe not him directly.
The things that were being done were super sketchy. And there was some illegal shit that was going on behind the scenes, and you're just like, yeah, this is bad. Blockchains, as a technology, are a great technology, but the ways in which has been utilized are all pretty sketchy. And you sort of want to stay away from that. The people who are currently active in that space are not usually good actors.
Now, in my humbly biased, opinionated option, at this time, there are few good things that have come from NFTs. And those have not actually been NFTs, but content about them. The best being Devolver Digital's non-fuckwithable tape. Thank you, Nina. Take it away.
The trick, though, is that there is one, and only one, and we sell it to one buyer, only, the entire thing just the one. On a tape.
Just the one?
Just the one. Sell it. Okay, and since there's only one and the buyer keeps it, and we broke the little tab on the inside so you can't copy it, it is non-fuckwithable.
Here.
A non-fuckwithable tape, right? NFT for short. It's gonna be a thing.
Let's talk about game monopolies. No, not the one that is the leading cause for fistfights during family gaming night. Alright, right here. Found him. Monopoly Parker Brothers, and all rights reserved. Alright. You do not get money on free parking. Now, if you need extra money, I'll gladly float you the rent for landing on Boardwalk. But that means you have to subscribe to my Patreon and also like and share this video. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. And maybe watch my Twitch streams. You know, the normal pariah internet stuff. So how about we do that, and we can stop talking about one of the worst board games ever made, and we can get back to the show. Okay? Thank you. No, this is about game companies gobbling up each other like Pac-Man. Gobbling up ghosts. This started in 2021 with Microsoft buying ZeniMax Media, who is the parent company of Bethesda Softworks. With this, we might finally get a new Elder Scrolls game, Skyrim XP, with new pet, Clippy. Because Elder Scrolls 6 will happen right before the heat death of the universe. But this is Microsoft, which, if they know anything, is how not to get sued for monopolistic behaviors. So they went ahead and in January of this year said they will buy Activision Blizzard for almost $69 billion. Sex number. If this was allowed to go through, Microsoft will have total control of all craft games in 2023. Minecraft, Warcraft, StarCraft. Also, dude bro games like Call of Duty and Workplace Sexual Harassment Simulator. Joking aside, Activision Blizzard is under investigation by the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing because Blizzard encouraged sexual misconduct towards female employees, had a frat bro culture, and companies' hiring and management practices were discriminatory against women. Now, I might do a deeper dive into that clusterfuck another time, but now, if Microsoft does get the Infinity Gauntlet of gaming companies, they will be the third largest gaming company in the world, behind Tencent and Sony. Not to be outdone, Sony bought Bungie Inc., the company known for making the original Halo. Et tu, Master Chief? They also are behind Destiny. When asked, Nintendo said they are looking to acquiring your friend's uncle who never actually worked there. With the background of what the three major console companies are doing, we get back into what we were talking about earlier. Monopolies. The gamers, TM, are worried that Microsoft will prevent new games from being released on the PlayStation, and Sony will refuse to release games on the Xbox, while Nintendo will Nintendo and only release on their own system, never lowering the prices, and sue you for daring to make a fan project. Currently, there are a few games that are made by third-party publishers that are not released cross-platform. But with this move of buying large third-party publishers, it makes people concerned. Thus, monopoly! But is it really? I could do the cliche thing and read the dictionary definition of what a monopoly is, but it boils down to a lack of choice. If I can only get something from one company or group, it is a monopoly. I'm looking at you, Comcast. The reason that I do not think this will be a true monopoly is the way Steam works. For PC gamers, Valve is the go-to for games, with Steam being the behemoth platform for purchasing and playing games. There are other launchers and storefronts, such as GOG, Epic, itch.io, Blizzard, but gamers are happy to stick with Steam because of the benefits it offers. Going back to the main point, is Microsoft creating a monopoly? It really depends on how open it is, with them allowing people to play first-party games on both Xbox and the PC, that at least shows they're willing to not lock it to just their console. They also have said that games already slated for release on other platforms will be released on them. Unfortunately, this is so much more of a wait-and-see issue. There are already lawsuits being filed to prevent the acquisition by Microsoft, by investors, and the federal government has yet to put their 2 cents into it. Unfortunately, again, this is a wait-and-see issue, and we'll just wait and see. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Hurry up, Microsoft. Let's see if you get sued for antitrust again. Because that's what you end up doing. NieR Tomato to be an anime? That's right. NieR Automata is going to get an anime adaptation. There is not so much news right now to talk about, but there is a website, NieRautomata-anime.com, a Twitter, and a teaser trailer. Which nowadays, even gender reveal parties have those, and in the long run, those are not always correct down the line. But the good news is people who want to be and not to be forgotten. Also 9S joke. You can put me in the intrigued category. I would like to see more beyond just the teaser stuff, but for now, we have what we have. This is not the first time 2B has jumped from NieR, with my personal favorite being a playable fighter in Soul Calibur 6. NieR already has an amazing aesthetic that could translate well into anime. There is great mix of humor and drama to draw upon, including visuals and music that are amazing. The question that comes to mind is the way NieR plays, by having you replay the game, and how you would translate that into an anime. One way would be follow one character's point of view, and then do flashbacks showing what happened while they were away. The problem with this is it lacks the same punch that the game has when you're actually playing as the character. Now, my biggest hope is they follow the game's footsteps with how, at the very end, to finish the game, you can sacrifice your save file to help others. So that means, after you finish watching it, you delete your Netflix account so that other weebs can finish the anime. I salute you. But really, in the end, aren't we all thinking how much we want to kill 2B? Arigato. I hope you've enjoyed today's news stories, and I hope you come back next Wednesday for more noteworthy news, or Wednesday wrap-up, whatever I end up calling this. Now, as this is the end of the video, you know what to do. Do the thingies with the buttons if you haven't subscribed, do the other thingies, and with that, and then the big thing, though, is join my Patreon at patreon.com/thecountess. Join my court. I will see you there. And until next time, sayonara.